Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive to keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. They'll return it from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
So behind the 6, second and long from their 14. Oh, it's snapped to the back. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
So on the opening drive, it's now 3rd and 4. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run. I mean, they've been doing that forever. All the way back to like Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield. Leonard Fournette. And of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now, LSU stable of backs again on this roster, too.
The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
A nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. But let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass. So instead of throwing it, he hands it off and some nice positive yards.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Quarterback looking to scramble. The freshman QB shows his toughness, picks up the 1st down himself.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, he does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
LSU now operating in the red zone. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. And the ball is hauled in. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. That pass is caught. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
That's a new set of downs, and it's 1st and goal for the offense. There's the handoff. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. Kicking team on now for the extra point. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And there's the handoff. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. Can he get there on the ground? Tackled, but 1st down.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. A quick throw out left, complete. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was moved the football there on third down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And they've got the returner corralled. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football. It's third down for the offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man.
Oh my God, bro. Wow, bro.
Good enough for first down yardage.
Really nice job here by the quarterback. He sells it looking downfield, knowing he wants to hit his running back on the angle route. Effective play to move these chains.
And the running back takes the handoff.
Oh my God, bro. We are not good.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Keeping it on the ground here. Looks like LSU has the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Makes a quick catch. Finding some room at the 25. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
The defense closes in quickly to stop him short of the goal line.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left.
Oh my God, bro. You don't set edges. You don't do shit right over here.
So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
They'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. And you think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
A solid run, good for first down yardage. Looking for some space. It's Connors. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Makes the grab. It's Allen. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This defense has got to be aware of these quick throws to these wide receivers. They're lucky he didn't come up with more yards.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That's reeled in. It's Connors. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
That completion makes it second and medium. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Looking right. This one caught. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Looking to scramble now. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in a run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Second down after that previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw.
God damn.
And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
But a quick stop by the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Short connection to the tight end here.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
The coach decides no field goal attempt. The offense is out there to go for it on 4th down. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Gutsy call to go for it, but it works. The quarterback and receiver are in sync, and you pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking to throw it from the red zone. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
I know this guy believes in his receivers, and I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there, but throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, drops back, looking to the end zone, and it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
So it's 3rd down, but out comes the field goal unit. They'll try to add 3 points before halftime. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick this away to begin the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. First down. They're going to throw the football. It's a short completion to the tight end.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
Pass complete. It's second down now. He hands it off from the gun. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Can he make it to the marker?
Oh my God, bro. I swear to God, man. I don't know what to do with these niggas, bro.
It was a foot race and he won
it. That is so easy. Like,
defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both because the running back just went right by them so easily.
Why don't we get off blocks?
Big time score.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. They pressure him and sack him to be tackled inside the 10.
Well, LSU for years has played a one-gap defense that loves to pin their ears and get upfield. It's a risky defense, and it requires great athleticism on the defensive line, something that they've had forever. Great sack here to keep that tradition alive. But you think back over the years, Booger McFarland and Marcus Spears and Glenn Dorsey and off the edge, Kiki Mingo. Just so many great LSU defensive linemen that can get after that quarterback.
And he lofts it toward the sideline. Oh, and it's almost picked off. A chance for their first interception today. Going to set up third down.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. The back's got it. Great cut there. Defense able to stop it. It's fourth down now. The Buckeyes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Needs a completion here on fourth down. He's got it. Enough for a first down. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Well, that's exactly when you want to go to your little slot receiver, right? He gets a one-on-one matchup on fourth down, has all that room to work with in the middle of the field. Get him the football on fourth down, come up with the conversion.
And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Chris, what a shot, right? Come to an LSU game and you see a defensive lineman overwhelm an offensive lineman and come up with a big sack. When was the last time you didn't see LSU have defensive linemen who can make life difficult for quarterbacks and offensive linemen? Because I can't. They always have big boys who are athletic to make life difficult in that backfield.
Tackle made after just a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Gonna run it. It's Connors. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33. Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. First down and 10. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
This is exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Now it's third and short in the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. The pass rush closing in. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Fighting off the defender. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there. Buckeyes hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. So with playoff pressure, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Here's a throw underneath to the back. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Second down after that short completion. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Breaks
what the
40.
fuck is that,
play
man?
is good enough for a 1st down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
It's a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and you talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback.
Man, what the?
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. At the 10 now. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, LSU.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might...
Oh, my God, man.
The defense had their back turned. Couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
They go up 18 after the PAT. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Back in motion now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he finds his tight end for the catch. It'll be Smothered right at the line for no gain. Begin the quarter with a crucial play, often setting up for this 3rd down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd.
Oh my God, bro! Nobody blocked.
No gain.
Man, really
Like, man, what are we doing?
Recognizing the ball is out and then making the tackle short of the 1st down.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the 1st down? No, they've stopped him short. The defense with a big 4th down play to protect this lead late in the game. 1st down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh my God, give me a
They
pick,
waited all
man.
game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Oh, this is the best fucking run block. I've never seen my D-line act so sorry, bro. They get off no blocks.
The guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board.
Wait, bro, 7 for 135, man. What is that?
Whatever we feel like doing.
He just came flying in to lay the lumber immediately.
What a great job of timing up the blitz here by the backer. I don't know how this running back held on to the football, because as soon as he got his hands up.
Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. This one is getting ugly. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
These niggas suck at run defense. Oh my God.
A touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And the extra point makes it a 35-10 game. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Returner looking to make a play here. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. On the run, going to heave it downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I look to see is this offense is not giving up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board. Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his second catch of this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody in the country. Big-time playmaking ability, but they've taken him out of the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead.
And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Fucking sorry.
2nd and goal for the offense. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Look at the blazing speed of that quarterback. Kirk, if you're a defense trying to stop this guy, good luck.
Well, Chris, you remember this week we talked with the offensive coordinator. He talked a lot about how they have run plays on the call sheet specifically for this guy to be able to get loose and make plays. We saw that exactly on this score right here.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. And the defense make some adjustments. Come up with a stop here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Defense stops him short of the markers, and now it's 4th down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. This is a low liner. This won't go a long way. This will be down just outside the opponent's 45.
The return team gives him plenty of room to be able to work. He's got a lot of positive yards. He's going to set his own offense with good field position, but instead he loses the ball and costs his team in the end.
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Grab behind the line. It's Connors. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Some hard running there through a tackle. And that run produces a decent gain.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Connors. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. It's a quick grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for 6. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. 2nd down coming up now.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Looking to chuck it again. Launching one to the end zone.
Of course.
That one's picked off. What a play. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. And the senior able to make the stop after
the worst fucking run defense I've ever seen in my life.
What an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And they'll stop him after a short gain.